Communication mistakes leaders make. That's the conversation of today's video. Now, if you haven't watched my video before, you do not know me, my name is Oyinka Akimade. I'm a confidence coach and a workplace strategist, and I have lots of resources for you that you can get, and it's in the description below. So just check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you'd like to get workplace tips, leadership tips, and communication tips, just go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will know when I upload new videos. All right, so back to today's conversation. When leaders are communicating, it's to share their vision, share performance-related issues, what needs to be done, what needs to stop, give instructions, and at the same time, listen to the feedback, listen to the expert opinion, listen to the ideas, the problems that the team has or the staff has, so that everybody is on the same page, all for two reasons, or one reason at the end of the day, to have a productive and a profitable outcome. So for this to happen, you as a leader, you have to have effective communication. And that means avoiding some errors that would impact the effectiveness of your communication. So the first mistake that leaders often make is not having empathy or leaving a perception to their team members that they lack empathy. And why is this important? For a lot of leaders, you'll tell me, oh, it's all about business. That is true. But don't forget that you're dealing with human beings, and human beings have emotions. No matter how business-like that you are, or no matter how business-like you want your team to be, you all have emotions, you all have feelings, and research has shown it over and over again that human beings go with their feelings. What does that mean for you? It means that if your team or your staff member perceives you to be insensitive, uncaring, or selfish, your communication will never be effective, especially during those moments where you really need them to follow exactly what you tell them to do. And that is why recently you've heard of a phenomenon called quiet quitting. And what is the reason for quiet quitting? For those who don't know the definition of quiet quitting, simply means that workers are doing the minimum possible job. They're not putting in any extra effort. They're just giving the barest minimum. And that is not good for any team. And if you look at all the reasons why they are quiet quitters, it's based on how they feel about the job, how they feel about the boss, how they feel about the team or the business or the organization where they work for. So you cannot ignore the place of empathy when you are communicating. Here's what's going to happen if your team feels like you lack empathy. They don't care what you say. They don't care to put in the extra effort. They don't care to share with you information or knowledge that can be vital to the business, that can help you make better decisions. So you cannot ignore empathy when you're dealing with your team members. The easiest fix for showing empathy to your staff is actually to show your staff that you care and that you will try to understand what they're going through. That in no way will stop you from doing what you have to do, but would make you a more effective communicator, a better leader, and you probably will get more from your team than if you just don't show them that you do care and try to understand what they're going through. The second mistake you can make as a leader when it comes to communication is ignoring the nonverbal cues that your staff give you when you are speaking to them. Nonverbal cues are subtle signs that show that something is on the mind of the person you're speaking to. It's either they're worried about something or they're thinking about something. And so if you're in a meeting or you're giving instruction to a member of your staff or to a group of people and you see them frowning, thinking, or having anything you perceive to be as a result of a negative or a worried thought, it is smart for you to dig into it to make sure there is no clarification or there is no issue that you need to address. And quite frankly, sometimes people that are below you may find it a little difficult to express a concern, to express a doubt. So if you see that they may be thinking about something, don't ignore it, because that may help you have a better outcome on whatever it is you're telling them to do or resolve an issue and impact the team down the line. So do not ignore any nonverbal cues that you see. The third mistake you can make as a leader is not being clear in your communication and in your instructions. This is important because it will help people deliver the things you expect from them. So for you to do that, you want to show what you want them to do, why you want them to do it, how you want them to do it, how it looks like when it is done, when you want them to do it, and where if that also applies. So if you want me to talk a little bit about this particular one, giving clear communication, put that in the comment below and I will do a video on that one. But it is important that you are specific in the instructions you give your staff. Mistake number 4 you can make as a leader is not explaining a reason for a change in an instruction or when you're communicating with your staff. I don't know if you've ever encountered this. If you're already leading a group of people, you tell them to do something and you find out that they're not doing what you told them to do, that they're sticking to the old way you told them to do it. Part of the reason why they stick to the old way is because they feel the old way is better, produces better outcome, and it is better for the business and for them. So if you want your communication on your instructions to follow through, you need to explain why you're making those changes. Another reason is this, that even though there are rules people follow, there are accommodations they can make within those rules, and helping them understand why you have changed those, help them make better decisions to know the limit of what they can do and the freedom they have within each rule, so that they're making an expert opinion based on information that they have. And so it's important that you explain the changes as much as possible when you have them. And that would improve your communication, because after all, as a leader, you're communicating so that you can achieve the results you want. So what's the use of your communication if you say it, but they don't do it? So explain your changes as much as you can. And that leads me to the final mistake I'm going to share with you in today's video. Not seeking the feedback of your team. Listen, you do not only listen to feedback when your team members offers it. You should periodically actually seek for that feedback. Don't forget that communication is a two-way street. You say something and the other people respond to you or share with you their expert opinion, share with you their problems, share with you whatever it is that they feel you need to know so that the team can do better. So it is important that you actively seek the feedback, the ideas, the objections of your team members, so that you can address any issues that may arise, or any issues that they have observed but hasn't come to your attention yet, or any idea that may help even the team and the business be more profitable and productive. Those are the 5 mistakes I'm going to share in today's video. If there are any other mistakes you feel that we need to know about, please put them down in the comments. Or if you have any opinion or any ideas or any experience you want to share, please put it down in the comments below and let's help each other out. Bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell notification so you would know when I upload new content. Thank you, and have a blessed rest of your day wherever you are.